Hello, students. I am going to try this a second time doing problem number 20. I found a headset with a microphone that I'm using right now, and I want to see if this audio works better. So, one more time to go through this quickly. We have this, and we're doing the ratio test. So you plug in the n plus first term times the reciprocal of the nth term. And in the exponent here, make sure you're distributing the 2 to the 2n, 2 times n plus 1 becomes 2n plus 2 plus 1, which becomes 2n plus 3. All right? And then when you rearrange the terms, this can be reduced. 4x minus 5 to the 2n plus 3 divided by 4x minus 5 to 2n plus 1. You subtract the exponents, so 2n plus 3 minus 2n plus 1 is 2. Or another way to think about it, there's a difference of 2 between 2n plus 3 and 2n plus 1. So you get 4x minus 5 squared. All right. And then these powers of n, it's n to the 3 halves over n plus 1 to the 3 halves. But remember, since we're doing a limit as n approaches infinity, the n plus 1 doesn't matter. As n gets large, that's irrelevant. All I care about is the exponent. N to the 3 halves over n to the 3 halves approaches 1. And again, it's almost always going to be like that. The two exceptions, as I mentioned before, is when the limit is 0 or when it's infinity. Okay. But most of the time, as long as these powers are the same, then you approach 1. And then you're left with absolute value of 4x minus 5 squared is less than 1. And then you square root both sides of the inequality, but that still stays a 1. And then now you factor out the 4 and divide by 4. So you have a series with a center at 5/4 and a radius of convergence of 1/4. So to find the interval, then you start with 5/4, you add and subtract 1/4 from there. But again, we'll talk about the interval convergence later. All I want you to focus on is now. So basically, when you're solving this, when you get absolute value of x plus or minus a number, when that part is by itself, whatever you're left with on the right side is your radius of convergence. All right? I hope the sound was better for that one.